Good morning, everyone. This is a happy place for me. And we got a happy boy right here. I don't know if I can quite hold on to the phone. I have something special next to me here I want to show you. We are still in January, just for a few more days. Let Oliver see this. This is a baby bottle from Crossroads in LaGrange. They are the Pregnancy Resource Center. It really helps out families that are expecting and don't know what to do. Maybe they're in a financial crisis. Maybe they weren't expecting to have a baby come anytime soon. Maybe there's family problems. They don't want this to occur. And for whatever reason, they're thinking about making a choice about the life of an unborn baby. And you all know pretty well how I feel about this born baby. Our grandson, who is going to be 7 months old next week. I remember when we found out that JR and Kaylee were expecting. Of course, it was a surprise, and we didn't know what to think real quick. But I remember saying from this very room back last November that I already love that baby. And I know that Harriet and I did, and of course, JR and Kaylee did. And everybody from her family and my family together did. And what a blessing. But the reason I showed you the little bottle over here is because this is Sanctity of Life Month. Crossroads told me that last week. We went to get more bottles because we ran out from what we originally brought. You doing, boy? And we needed a few more, so the lady there, Laura Tapp is her name, she's the director at Crossroads. She said, by the way, January is Sanctity of Life Month. Now, if we'd been able to be at the chapel on Sunday, I would have been talking about that there with those extra bottles and just reminding people about our fundraiser drive. But we weren't able to be there, of course, as you know. We're not even going to go to the church tonight because there are still lots of roads, lots of driveways, lots of parking lots that are not ready. Yeah. But I just want to bring it up because this month is a National Sanctity of Life Month, meaning we are made in God's image, and that is from the moment of conception, according to the Bible and according to most Christians, I would dare say, and hopefully Christians that have grown over time. I have a scripture to share that probably Oliver's going to read aloud that talks about Jesus's attitude towards babies and children. This is Matthew chapter 18, verses 1 through 6, and it reads, "At that time, the disciples came to Jesus, saying, 'Who is the greatest in the kingdom of heaven?' And calling to him a child, he put him in the midst of them and said, 'Truly, I say to you, unless you turn and become like children, you will never enter the kingdom of heaven. Whoever humbles himself like this child is the greatest of the kingdom of heaven. Whoever receives one such child in my name receives me. But whoever causes one of these little ones who believe in me to sin, it would be better for him to have a great millstone fastened around his neck and to be drowned in the depths of the sea.'" Now, if you've been part of our church, you know that I was a public school teacher for 27 years. And before that, worked in a daycare where I met Harriet and Abigail for 7 years. And now we are part of a church that has a lot of babies and a lot of kids. And I wholeheartedly agree with Jesus's words here. Anybody that's going to hurt a baby, yeah, they should be thrown into a river. And by God, I believe they are. And you all know I don't want anybody to mess with our baby or any of our big babies, from our 39-year-old daughter to our 29-year-old son to our 16-year-old grandson. But I also would count in there the unborn. And as this is Sanctity of Life Month, protect babies that are babies in the womb, that are unborn and need protection, because that is God's way. Hope to see a lot of you by Zoom tonight for our Bible study, Revelation chapter 14, verses 6 through 13, from the Bible right there that Oliver's thumbing through. And we really hope and pray that we'll be back in person this Sunday at the chapel. We know that Timmy Jones, who's working hand in hand with Ricky Hayden, who's on vacation, to take care of our snow removal, has got it in shape. But there's still lots of reasons that we shouldn't be going yet because some people's areas are not as good. And school is out today for Henry County, so that's the main reason. So we'll see you tonight by Zoom. If you want that link, ask and I'll send it. And be preparing to be with us Sunday. Say bye, Oliver. Bye-bye.